Good morning. It is bright and early, and I am just getting ready to leave for work. Today we're starting a brand new project. It is a patio, colored and stamped, a couple steps coming out of the patio door. And then we're doing a couple pillars with a seat wall kind of in the fire pit area. It's going to be a nice looking patio. I'm looking forward to it. So this morning I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, DeWalt. A lot of you guys know that I am a brand ambassador for DeWalt. So they sent me out this laser level, and I've actually used it a couple times already. I showed it on a video, maybe a couple videos. I never really talked about it, but on the last job that we did, I had to be really precise. You guys know I had to redig the driveway, and I had to make sure that the one side of the driveway was exactly level with the existing sidewalk. So I got a chance to use this. I didn't get to talk about it or talk about laser levels at all. But today we are going to be pulling it out. It's going to be helpful in this situation. So I'll explain a little bit more about this on the job site. But right now I'm going to take this trash out, and then I'll see you guys at the coffee shop. How much garbage do we make? Good work. All right, just got done working out. Did not feel good. Didn't have any motivation at all. With what's happened yesterday, if you watched the previous video, I was pretty much ready to get started on this commercial building project, and then yesterday my engineer, we'll just say, got into a very strong disagreement with the city engineer, and what they're disagreeing about could blow up everything, and I might have to start completely over with the plans. So not good. Just struggling a little bit right now. Although I'm a rational person and I'll make the right decision, that doesn't mean that you don't have irrational thoughts at times. Part of me right now just wants to call the builder, call the excavator, call the plumber, and call the city and tell them to just forget it. But I'm gonna let things play out and just see what happens. Might get more information today. It's not the only thing going on. There was something that happened yesterday that was a real gut punch, so it's kind of multiple things happening all at once. But today we got to get some work done, and then we'll go from there. Yep. 6:12, just pulling into the yard, and it looks like Big Ray is here, Pat's here, Eric's here. So I didn't really need Pat today, but I promised him I would give him hours every week. So I'm gonna have Pat come along. I'll let him take the loads today. There's probably only one load coming out, one load of gravel coming in. But I want to take care of them because there's gonna be, like last week, I needed them really bad. So I was so happy I had them. So I just want to make sure that, he sticks around and I keep him happy. So basically, long story short, with the plans and what's going on with the city, is the way that my engineer drew up the stormwater management plan, which is basically how all of this property drains, the retention pond, all the sewer inlets and everything scattered all through the parking lot, all that stuff. The city engineer is saying that it's wrong. So today my engineer is going to go to the head engineer at the city, and if the head engineer agrees with the other engineer at the city, then my engineer wants me to get an attorney and fight it, which I have no interest in doing at all. I have no interest in fighting against the city. I'm trying to work with the city. I just want to put a building up. If that happens, I might just delay this project and just like chill for a year or whatever. We'll see. I don't want to do that. I have like a lot of plans what I'm going to use the building for, and I was going to do some really cool stuff in there for groups of people. But all right, that's enough blabbing. I just haven't been getting enough sleep, and I got a bunch of stuff I'm thinking about going through my mind, and then that kind of topped it off. That's all. I'll be fine. morning. It's like 35 right now. Big Ray. Why are you in a bad mood? Oh, you didn't even smile once yet. Morning, Pat. Morning. You look good. Fresh.
I had enough time off.
It's cold out.
Did you now?
What's up, Eric?
Hey.
You brought your big knife, Eric? Oh boy.
All right. You too.
Yeah.
What about yours? Come on.
It's pretty big to be hanging off your hip, man. It's pretty big. It's like a foot long. Francisco's here. Carlito's pulling in. Just wait for Tino. Morning. I need some paint that works. So man, I'm really disappointed. And I bought all this green paint last year. All this green paint from Farrell, and none of it works. It's all plugged, every single one of them. So I wasted my money on 2 cases of paint from the very beginning. They just, I don't know if they were old or what. I don't get it. Now this is some super old paint. Super old paint. And I bet you it still works just fine. Watch. Like brand new. So I don't get it. Because this is years old. And I just bought the green paint last year. Did you get a brand new pouch?
Yes.
Wow, you have money.
Oh, it's on sale.
Oh. I'm gonna bring another pair of safety glasses today. Safety first. Just in case we start cutting block. I wanna make sure that we got what we need. What's up?
You want me to do this in my truck or?
Yeah, for greasing the Bobcat.
Driving this?
You? Sure. Is it ready?
What do you think?
I know we should have a dozen rods on there. 12 rods we need.
Move forward.
Yeah, just move up. Take that one. One at a time, Eric? Oh, man, okay. Talked to Jose last night.
Oh, I
Again.
talked to both of them.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna, I don't think I'm gonna take him over here. Why is the strike off on the top ready to fly off the truck? Hey, look at the strike off. It's not funny, man. I think all that concrete is from yesterday. What? Look at that. That's all fresh concrete.
Watch that thing.
Maybe you washed the other side.
Maybe that's what happened.
And it didn't get tied down. It could have came off the truck and killed somebody.
They need to wash the tie down.
Yep, huddle time. Whatever truck you're driving, if you're the driver, you're responsible for the load. You make sure whatever's on your truck or trailer is tied down, chained down. You do a double check. If that strike off would have came off on the freeway and killed somebody, victory would have been finished. I'm just telling you. They'll sue you for more than your insurance will cover. They'll take everything I have. You're responsible for it. You got to double check everything. I'm gonna text you the address. I gotta stop and get one sauna tube. You guys should all be. I think he did that on purpose.
He did.
Yeah.
He saw me and I said hi.
Yeah, I just gotta grab a sauna tube for the stoop. We'll auger some holes in, and I'm hoping to pour the stoop today and maybe the footing for the block. All right, just pulling up to the job.
The destination is on your left.
I didn't stop for the sauna tubes because I didn't feel like waiting until 7 o'clock when they open. So I'll have somebody run in a little while. I got more guys here than I need. I could probably send Pat.
Right here.
What's that?
Am I right there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll get Ray unload.
Yeah, thank you. And we were gonna keep this square, this corner.
Yeah, just take that out.
What was the color?
Pattern is earthen.
Okay. So we'll do earth, and then I'll do like a slightly darker brown release over the top of it. There's not a lot of different types of releases you can put on that because it's pretty dark already.
For those pillars.
Yep, pillars.
Today or tomorrow?
But you got to figure out how many blocks we need.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
I don't want to think on this job, okay?
Okay. Give me the measurements, and I'll figure it out tonight.
Tonight? We got to lay the blocks today.
Tonight.
All right, we'll get started. The plan is we'll get this all excavated. I'm hoping to grab the blocks today, pour the footing, and put the first course of block, and then get everything else set up. So, if you don't mind, my mom brings us lunch.
That's fine. No.
And then we'll eat lunch here, if that doesn't bother you.
I'll be here all day. There's a bathroom right.
Well, we'll knock if we got to use it or whatever. Thank you so much.
Like a seat wall, huh?
Yeah, seawall, pillar and a pillar. All right, so that's the patio there. Circular fire pit area. We're not putting a built-in fire pit. I don't know how this siding's gonna work out. I might have to take all that trim out. Because right now this is too far in the ground. I gotta bring this up for sure. Yep, concrete's gonna be up there. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take all this out and eliminate one of these steps. We gotta bring this end of the patio up because right now all the water is going like this. Once you bring it up, you're only gonna need one step, 2 rises. So 207 block. That'll get us close. We're gonna probably need a little bit more than that, but that'll get us close where we can just make a final count, like for the caps or whatever. And these are the ones that we're using right here, the Majestics. I'm gonna send somebody to get the block right now.
Summit Stone, large, coupled, Majestic.
Yep. And then give me also a case of the large tubes of glue. You gotta go get the blocks. Here's my credit card. Make sure you got straps. And make sure they give you the case of glue. I told her, but make sure they actually give it to you.
Dump truck, right?
Yeah, the little dump truck. No, he almost hit all the mailboxes. I'm gonna get all this concrete out of here. All right, let's see what we got here. Got about 4 inches of concrete so far, and I don't think there's any reinforcement in it at all, so this is going to come right out. Easy peasy. So what I'm going to do is I want to get the steps pulled away from the house, so what I'll do is I'll break it like a channel in front of the steps, move the concrete out of the channel, and then I'll start breaking the steps, and as I'm breaking, I'll pull back with the breaker, and I'll pull the concrete away from the house, make sure we don't do any damage to the siding or foundation. Now I'll just move this concrete away out of the channel, and now the steps are free to pull away from the house. I'm going to take this bottom step off first. So I'll take this step off. And I don't even think they put bar in the steps, which is not the greatest. far there's nothing. Now I'll break this and pull it away at the same time. Just gotta go slow, carefully, and just start pulling these chunks back. See how I pulled away from the house? No damage. Break this piece in half and then we'll remove that little bit by hand. And that's it. We're good. That's what happens when you just put a mound of gravel, pour concrete on top of it for steps.
Right.
Obviously, it's just gonna sink. Pickle.
Pico!
Take this off and start loading all that up. And then I'll auger some holes. He should be back with the sauna tubes, and then we'll start setting that stoop. All the concrete's out. Concrete's all out. Should I keep the dirt separate than the concrete?
Oh, put the dirt in there.
Put it in there too?
Yeah, they can take
Mix
it.
it?
Yep.
Okay. Guess we're gonna mix it up. This is all dug. Let's start laying it out. Some pins, and then I'm going to get that elevation. I dug pretty deep. I want to have a really thick gravel base in here. This is all stamped, so I want to make sure this thing never goes anywhere. You can empty that skid loader, somebody, into the truck and then go get some gravel. Foundation, Pat. Foundation, always the foundation. In the back of my truck there's a tripod for the laser level, and then I think the laser level, the wall is in my truck. Go with Pat. Yeah, Pat, you drive. Get some more experience in the Mac. So this pin I'm putting in now is going to be the center point of the circle, and you'll just take a equal measurement all the way around. It's a 14-foot diameter circle, so you just measure 7 foot, go all the way around, make yourself a nice arc, and that's how you set your radius for the outside. And once they get up here, I'm going to get an elevation out here. I'm going to use the grass, so the patio will end up somewhere by the lawn, and then we'll put some pitch coming out this way, and that's how I'll determine the height of the steps. So I'm pretty high where I'm standing, so it's going to be interesting to see where that ends up and how many steps and what size I need. Oh no, 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 no. Careful with that, dude. This is a really sensitive instrument. You can't bump this thing here. It's very expensive.
Is that the one in the back of the truck, right?
Back of the truck.
Back of it.
Yeah, not this. Yeah, put that back carefully. Thanks. Yeah, that's not a tripod. That's one of them Mosier devices. So if you don't have a tripod, you can set this up on anything. Some blocks, a ledge, your table, a chair. As long as you get it relatively level, it's self-leveling. Once you turn it on, it'll level itself, as long as you're close to begin with. So you don't have to have a tripod, but it does help, obviously. And the nice thing about this DeWalt laser is it runs on the regular batteries, which we always have available because we have all DeWalt tools, which is really nice. So you just slide that in there and then you're ready to go, just like that. Just got off the phone with the builder. So my project manager, he got a new job, so he's out. Now I gotta have a new guy. So he got a new job. So I don't know. I feel like just quitting the project.
Don't do that, right?
No, I'm not going to, but I feel like it. I just feel really bummed out about it. You guys can set a gray bendable around that. All right, I got it set up on the tripod. On-off switches here. Turn it on. This one here turns on your horizontal laser. I don't know if you guys can see, but it projects a green laser. So what a laser level does is it projects that laser in a 360-degree radius all the way around. And that line is exactly level, so it's shooting a line out all the way around the yard, all the way up by the house. And then I'll show you the receiver. And then this receiver here, it will catch the laser. And I'm going to put it on a height stick and then I'll show you how that works. All right, so this is the receiver here. Power button's right here. So this is going to catch that laser wherever I go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the elevation of the lawn right here. So once it gets close, once it gets within this window here, it'll start beeping and it'll tell you whether to go up or down. And then it'll make a solid tone when it's right on. So we'll find out where we are here. It's probably right on the joint. You guys that run lasers know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty much always on the joint. I think we lucked out here. So now that laser is somewhere in the window, but I need to lower it. If you can see the arrow there. And then once it hits exact, it's going to give a solid tone. Just like that. Okay, so I'm at the height of the grass here, which is kind of where I want to end up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many inches of pitch I want from there up to here. So I'm going to get a tape measure and I'll go ahead and measure that out. So I have 32 feet from the house out to there. Typically what I like to do is I want to land somewhere between an 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch per foot. So we know that the bottom of the stick right now is set exactly at the grass height. And I want to get somewhere between 5 and 6 inches of pitch from the house out this way. So what you do then is you'll drop the receiver. I'll drop it 6 inches. We'll just keep it simple. 6 inches down from where it currently is. And then as you drop it, basically that's going to, you know, raise the bottom of the stick and that's going to give your elevation. We can put a mark right on the house. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. And this is the elevation that we want at the house up in this corner. So let's see where we are. So this is where we're going to want our patio elevation, right here. So Tino's grabbing a pencil. Looks like he can't find one right now, but he's going to bring one eventually. Go ahead and mark it. So now we know from this mark here to the grass, we have exactly 6 inches of pitch. So now I'm going to take this height, figure out where the top of the threshold is, and then measure down, and that's going to determine the rise of our steps. So I'm going to put this up where it's supposed to be, and in the future, if they ever want to raise these 2 air conditioners and raise this grade up back here, they can. But that's just the way that it really needs to be set. I want to do it right this time. Actually, if we grab a hammer and if we take this block off, cut this so you don't damage the siding over here, take this wood off here, we could probably just pound this down and flatten it out, because the concrete height's actually up here now.
Okay.
So that's where the laser levels come in handy. A lot of times I just end up using strings and levels, but you can see it's much more efficient. A lot of times I'm just too lazy to grab it off of the truck. I'm always in a rush, so I just grab a string, and usually a level's already out here, so that's how I do it. You can do it that way too, but this way is obviously more accurate. You can determine exactly how many inches of pitch you want. So I always have a laser level in the truck. I always have and always will. This particular laser also will project a vertical beam off of this one here. We don't really use that in concrete work, but some of the other trades that would come in handy. So we'll turn this thing off. I don't know how long this battery would last, but I am assuming that this big battery for this little laser would last a very long time. A lot of times in the past, that's one of the things, our laser would run out of battery and I'd have to send somebody to the gas station to get a battery or whatever. This is nice. We always have a battery right there. If I can find where to leave a link for this particular laser, I'll leave a link down below.
Why you put this? Because it's gotta be an outside
footing.
wall?
This is the footing. We're pouring a footing today.
Footing?
Yes,
For
sir.
The wall? For the wall?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna lay the first course right in the footing. Really fast.
No, man. Take your time. You know, because it's curvy.
I know.
Have to cut every single one.
Not the first course.
Oh yeah, but you're not gonna see it.
No, you're not gonna see
Yeah.
it. So you strike an arc, and then you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you know.
The top one is the
It's
one.
not my first
You know.
rodeo.
Really?
And then after the first course, then you got to cut all of them. Then it's a really slow
sense.
process, but I want to get
I know you're smart.
not
Not
really
like me.
smart.
Not like me, man.
Yeah, at least he recognized it. He said not really.
All right, so now I'm going to set the elevation for the footing for the block. I want to bury the blocks just a few inches. So 1, 2, 3, it's going to be right on the area where it transitions, just like I mentioned earlier. Why does this always happen? You can go up just a tiny bit. Up just a tiny bit. And then set this one and then make sure it's good with the stick. You know how to use a laser level?
No.
Oh.
All the way? You got the height, right? All the way? That's
Yeah.
the height?
Yes.
Level. I know, I got one.
You have one?
Oh, yes, sir!
Okay. So we'll do one post hole there. And one right here. And then we'll drill in to hold up the other side. And really all these do is they help to support the stoop. They're like little miniature footings. I'm gonna go one more. There's still some junk on the bottom. Ray, once it's all the way down, use your foot and kick stuff in there to hold it.
Okay.
Like backfill it with your foot so it holds itself. So when you backfill
I
it,
should have went straight.
you gotta
right?
go straight up.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I just looked at that. I was like, man, I should have went straight.
Yeah. So you gotta remember all the stuff I show you though, because you know, next time you should get it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, beautiful.
See?
Yes.
Take somebody with you and get that
Oh, you done?
put back. Yeah, no more holes. Make some room here for the forms. Cut that exactly in half. Cut this one exactly in half, and then you got your 2 sideboards. So I'm gonna see what I can do about getting concrete over here. What I'd like to do is pour the stoop and the footing together, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get it with the color in it. I'm gonna go call though and see. Put a little gravel in there, compact it so it's ready to pour. I gotta run and get some stuff and I'll be back. All right, I'm over here by Schmidt's. I'm gonna see if they have some release, and I gotta see if she can make the right color for the pour. From the base color to the release color, I don't want to get a darker brown because the patio is gonna get really, really dark then, and I don't want them to be on fire when it's hot in the summer. So I'm not going much darker at all with the release. It's almost the same color, very little change. So I'm gonna go grab the stamps and then head back to the job. This job's gonna look cool. I'm glad they chose that brown color. I'm so sick of pouring stamped concrete with gray. It seemed like all last year it was just gray and gray and gray and gray. That's all people wanted. It's just popular, you know. What are you gonna do? Got a floppy, rigid, nice texture stamps. Grab these stamps in this bucket of release and then move my truck out of here. So I'm gonna get this string up to height so these guys can set this form, and then I'm gonna put a string there, then we can set this form. Actually, we can set all that over there. I'm gonna put a string up here first and get these guys going on that.
Also,
Don't give me no bad news.
Pat said the tandem axles is putting too much pressure. He said he believes it should be on 30.
The PSI?
Yeah, for the tandem axles when you drop them.
Okay, what is it at now?
At 60.
It's at 60?
Yeah. I don't know.
Google it. See what Google says.
60 to 80, but he said, look it, dude, this Google says 30. It should be at 30.
Oh, you guys Google different websites.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
We have to find somebody that's an authority
Yeah.
in tag axle air pressure.
Pretty much.
We'll ask our viewers, what is the appropriate PSI for your tag axles on your quad axle? We're gonna get a bunch of different answers. You know that already. What I want to do is I'm gonna pour this today, pour the footing. I'd like to put 2 courses of block up so we can snap lines around there. So then tomorrow morning we can pour the rest of this. You know, put this to the outside of the trim here, right here, and right here, and then, you know, straight out to the line. We're setting some forms here. The whole patio now is going to pitch from there off this way. I just put a level on it. Everything looks perfect. Start get some gravel in here, get it graded out.
The lady is just leaving.
Oh, because he was in the way? No way.
He was like waving.
Hey, what is this animal?
That's a grub.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to eat the grub?
Oh,
Don't you guys love grubs?
It's like, it's a grub.
And
Yeah, they're not really all that special.
Chicatana.
Chicatana.
They're like, they come once a year, and the Oaxacans, you know, they make salsa with it. They just like,
Salsa.
it's good.
With the worms?
It's not worms. They're ants. with
Ants. That's much better.
Yeah.
They're not worms, they're ants.
No, they're ants with they're flying, but they only comes once a year.
Flying ants?
Yeah.
And you make salsa with them.
Yes.
I'm bringing gravel. Grade it to 4 inches.
4.
Grandma's here. I got a call for concrete anyway. 6.5 bag, low chert air, microfiber, 5-inch slump. That is colored.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.
Bye. Concrete's ordered. What did you make, Mom?
I made got potato salad.
Mm.
I got
Watermelon.
watermelon pickles, and I made pizza burgers. It's my own recipe. I developed a way. I did half hamburger, half Italian sausage, and mozzarella in between, and pizza sauce on top.
Man, that sounds.
Imagine if Joey Peanut would come for a Best Mom Monday.
Yeah.
If you agree to come and meet with us and eat with us, I'll stop calling you Joey Peanut.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
That's the deal.
Yep. He ate 32 Big Macs.
No way.
32.
There's no way. 30.
He ate 32 Big Macs. So that means
We're losing.
so we have to eat 16 each just to tie. No chance. Maybe like 7, 8.
I could probably do 7 or 8.
8, yeah, 7 or 8. But 16?
Maybe 10.
Maybe. But there's no way. 16.
Are you blessed?
Congratulations
On what?
on your car.
Oh, yeah.
I watched the video this morning.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was-
this morning. People have been giving you money towards it, so you don't even owe me as much as you're supposed to owe me.
Okay.
People have been helping you out.
Good.
Look at that.
Congratulations.
500K celebration cake.
Celebration cake.
You're getting too fat, Ray. For real. You're turning into fatty.
Restroom right now.
Oh, boy. Hey, bye. Thank you.
I'm gonna pray that everything works out.
Oh, it'll all work out. It's a matter of timing now.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
It's a matter of time. I'm gonna get more gravel while we're waiting for concrete. We'll keep grading. Concrete's here. I'm gonna have, I think Carlito will bring the concrete in. I'm gonna work on the footing, make sure that's all good to go. When he dumps it in the bucket, keep the bucket really close to the chute so it doesn't splash on the machine. It's good right there.
It's good.
It's awful pretty concrete to use for a footing. Man, so expensive for a footing. It's really expensive, but it's worth it because I gotta pour the stoop anyway. Pull them rods up there on the bottom. Oh, Pat's back.
Sorry.
Man.
Where's Ray?
Yeah, where's Ray?
All the way to Capitol Drive.
Oh,
Stop at a school. I said, can't stop at
at a school. He was gonna go in a school? You guys would have got arrested. You and him in a school, they would get you right away. The resource officer would have tased you guys. Pat said you were gonna stop at a grade school? Are you crazy?
That was like right there.
They with the big knife on his hip.
No, I would have took it off.
The resource officer would have shot
I
you.
would have took it off.
I'm serious. You would have got shot.
I would have took it off. I know better.
Imagine that call from Pat. Hey, me and Big Ray stopped at the school and Ray got shot. What do you want to do? Does Workman's Comp cover this?
You say leave him.
Oh man. All right, that's the pad for the pillar there. One of them anyway. By who?
By the old lady right here to the left.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Man, how come we're getting yelled at so much today? From what? For why?
So all the rocks.
Who cares?
Oh.
What did she say?
I don't know.
You just heard her
I
yelling?
just heard her.
Oh, man. The neighbors don't like us.
No.
Make sure you tap those faces super-y duper-y duper-y good. All right, the guys are over here pouring the stoop. I'm gonna start scoring a line here and start laying the first course of block. So the first course of block is buried in the dirt, so you don't have to miter them. You just lay it around, and then the second course you got to start mitering every single block. So I have my center pin here, so what I'll do is I'll start scoring a mark at 7 feet. And then basically just follow that around with the block, and it makes it very, very easy. So everything's scored in there. I'm gonna start on that side over there, start laying some block. So I ran up this orange string here along with the score mark so I can get these pillars just right at the right angle, so everything's gonna be symmetrical. All right, hand me blocks. Choppity chop chop.
Yep. Chop chop.
Chop chop. So I'm going to set this pillar, give that just a little time, and then I'll go back with a level. If you play with it when it's too wet, the blocks actually kind of just move around. It's almost like a water bed, and it's really hard to get them level. You got to let it set just a little bit. Yeah, the concrete just makes this so much easier. It's already real close.
Gonna be right here, or you want up the pin?
I got a mark on the pin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was asking Brian.
Oh, this is so easy. On concrete, that's a little, you can kind of see where it's at right now. It's just perfect for setting blocks.
Bugs, and we'll all start talking like bugs.
Hey, did you hear his?
Oh God, bro.
Did you hear his idea? We should invite Bugs to work with us, but we all talk just like Bugs. He would get so mad right away. All right, we're grading, digging out for the walk over there. I just got to finish leveling up this pillar. We're gonna shave some of this concrete off here. Why don't you like my wall?
No, it's okay.
It's okay? Man,
I will check it out if it's level.
I don't care.
Hey,
I don't care if it's level.
Look at here.
I'm not done. I'm still working on it. All right, I just got a voicemail from my civil engineer, and this is gonna be the voicemail that's gonna make or break the project. At least I'll know if I'm going to be able to stay on schedule or it's going to be delayed. So I'm not going to play it for you all, but I'm going to listen now and I'll let you know what he says. All right. So kind of good news. Kind of. Not perfectly good news, but they're not making us like completely redo it. He's going to be able to like change it, and it should still be able to go through. So whatever they were arguing about, they came to some kind of an agreement. We still have to change it, but it's not super drastic like he was talking about yesterday, like scrapping the whole thing and starting over. So he's got to make the pond bigger, he's got to make it deeper, and then he said he's going to try to get this all through, and we should still be on schedule. Pow!
Deep is always good.
This morning, dude, I
Probably
was,
get a penguin in there.
my mind was like, It was. I was in a bad spot this morning, man.
No, man, I saw you.
You can see the stress on my face,
Yeah.
right?
It's too early to stress, man. You gotta wait.
I've been trying to get this thing through for like 6 months already.
No.
Oh, I gotta call my wife in a minute. You know when you have good news, you always want to tell like
do. I know
whoever's
what you're
closest
talking
to you.
about. Yeah.
Like you just gotta tell your wife, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Obviously you guys are here, so I told you, but I'm gonna call her as soon as I get this out.
Let's celebrate.
Shrimp cocktails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good idea.
I asked Francisco if he should take the plastic off or leave it on. I said no. He said no, but I'm asking you.
On the house?
Yeah.
Leave it on because I gotta stamp it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just a question. Tampoco te enojes, güey.
The gym this morning?
Of course.
I saw him last night.
You did?
Go past.
Did you see me?
Yeah, you were like
Did I look buff? Oh, you did see me. That's what I was
the
doing.
window.
You did see me. I was doing incline presses. That's funny, man.
30.
Yeah, yeah. See, now I have a witness. I have proof that I go to the gym really early, though. I didn't know I had creepers, though. Creepers.
I didn't know you were smoking iron.
Yeah, you got to rip that. So there's a tab you rip.
I thought it was open already.
You can use a hammer too. It works really good.
I
You
thought
just
it was
kind
open
of
already.
you just hit it a couple times,
Don't feel.
and then you take that and unzip it. Did you flip it over a couple times?
Yeah, about 5, 6.
Oh,
10
that's
times.
plenty. 10 times, man. You go over and above. I'll make sure we got a good 4.5, 4.5, 4.25. We're good. That's good there. I need a good sharp pencil.
Here, you got a good sharp pencil.
You do?
I got it.
I do.
Oh, he's got one. So it's too late, Tino. You lost your bonus.
What?
Big difference from this morning, huh? Really big difference. So, yeah, those are your two pillars, your wall. We set it on concrete with a footing, so that ain't going anywhere with rebar. That thing will be there till the end of time. This whole part of the patio was settled down so deep in the ground, we had to raise it up quite a bit. Actually eliminated one of the steps.
Okay.
So you're only gonna have one step there and then one step into the house.
Okay.
A nice, comfortable, like 6-inch steps.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want us to put a pipe under the sidewalk? Just in case someday in the future you wanna like pipe it out somewhere? At least you have access then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring it tomorrow. Don't forget that, Ray. It's your responsibility.
All right, I'm putting my alarm again.
Yeah, please put an alarm for like 5:45. We forget stuff all the time. What do you do for a living? Oh, so your memory's got to be really good. Or you're really good at documentation.
Yeah.
One or the other. Probably both, yeah. So, not a trial attorney that sues contractors, are you?
No.
Okay, good. Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna go all the way.
I'd rather you not, actually.
Why not?
Because then we don't have to tape and plastic anything. It doesn't matter if we get concrete on here.
What's the height of the concrete?
Oh, it's right here. It's right to the top.
Oh.
And right here, it's just under. So this is all good. We can pour right against this tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Maybe he needs to get pound more. One of those blocks.
That's it. That's all we can do for right now. I'm going to be floating this myself with a level anyway. So I'm going to be really careful with it. Go put that back where you found it. The stoop is ready to go. That actually got tapped really nice. There's not that much honeycomb in there at all. So that's good. Nice concrete. Very nice concrete in the shade. I always like to run a nose tool on all the edges of my steps. I just think it makes it look a little bit cleaner. It's just like that. Thank you. That's good, Carlito. Let's just get everything put away. I think it looks excellent. Nobody's ever gonna see this face back here at all, but I'll do it anyway. I talked to the client. I asked him if he might want the compass stamp in the middle of the circle, and he said no, because they're gonna put a portable fire pit right there. I tried. I thought it would look really cool, which it would, but for the extra money, if you're gonna cover it up, might as well save your money. So I have to agree with him on that. Beautiful texture there. Beautiful texture. And whenever I use a texture skin, every time you put it back, you give it a quarter of a twist. That way you don't get any repetition in the texture. You got to be really careful with this roller, because if you make this line crooked, or if you make it wavy, or it's a little thicker on one side, a little thinner on the other side, it looks absolutely terrible. I've done that before, trust me. I've done that a couple of times, probably more than a couple of times in my career, and it looks really bad. So you got to go real slow with the roller and make sure you're following your imprint just perfectly. I'm going to texture against the wall, because we're not going to be able to get the stamp right against the wall line. So we'll take this all the way across.
Am I working tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you want to pour. You want to pull the wire?
I mean, if you want me to, I can, but I don't.
Well, you're really good at it. Yeah,
I just don't want to be a dead weight.
it's just a half a day, but yeah, I'd like to have you here.
Yeah, okay, I'll be.
Isn't it fun to kind of learn too, though?
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing colored and this is all colored and stamp. You've never seen that before, have you?
No.
Well, you get to see tomorrow. Put that on your resume for the future.
Yeah, right.
Oh, is that perfect? Look at that. The edge isn't even messing up. It's overhanging a little bit. That is wonderful. Stuff's still wet, believe it or not.
Was it in the shade for a long time?
All day.
Yeah.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta try to get it off without messing it up. Got it. So what I like to do on the lines that are coming this way, what you kind of have to do, is you bring them down vertically. This roller is stiff till they match that horizontal line that you made earlier, and that way it looks like pieces of stone that are 2 inches thick laid on top. See how nice that looks? So now I'll go through all these lines that are on top just to make sure they're all clean. I'll show you one more little trick here too. Now that I have time, I can talk a little bit. So what I do with a pencil, you know, obviously with a roller, you can't get all the way up to the house. So a pencil actually has a perfect shape for this pattern. You can use a pencil, you put it right in the joint, and then you press it in with your finger.
Beautiful.
Just like that.
Oh.
Right to the house.
Nice. Right. Catch you tomorrow. Bye, boss.
All right, adios.
Adios, boss.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios. Adios. So tomorrow, we'll rinse that off a little bit, clean the house, and pour the patio. Okay, we are done for the day. I'm not going to show myself because I'm pretty sure I wiped release right on my face. But we're all ready for tomorrow. So we got everything done I wanted to get done. We're 100%, not 100%, but we're ready enough for concrete tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. We got to get wire mesh in here. We'll put some rods into the stoop. We just poured some felt over there. And that's pretty much it. I'll probably throw some rods in here as well. And this is going to be stamped, same texture and pattern as I just stamped the stoop, same color and everything, so it'll all match. It should all look really nice. And then Carlito and Tino can just keep working on this wall. And then Friday, if we head to another job, they can still spend a little bit of time here if they have to finish up on Friday. So this job went really good. So thanks again to Walt for sponsoring this video. I'm going to put a link down in the description of this exact laser here. If you're interested in taking a look, click on the link down below. So that all worked out very good. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the morning. Adios. So I just got in my truck and I don't even remember who I borrowed my truck to go to the bathroom, but they did not give me my key back. So I am absolutely stuck here. I'm pretty sure it was Big Ray.
Hello.
Hey, Big Ray.
What happened?
Whenever you took my pickup truck to go to the potty.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm stuck on a job with no key.
My God, I got the key with me.
Yeah, that doesn't help me, though.
Yeah, no, I'm coming back.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. I guess I'll just sit here and relax for a while. Come on, Big Ray. 4:52. 32 minutes I've been sitting here. Hey, you're lucky I'm not in the same mindset I was this morning, because I would pull a little bit of your beard out for sure.
I was already by Silver Springs. I was like, man, I will drop the truck off and then get my van.
All right, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Sorry about that.
Yep, thanks.